How would you describe Enterprise to someone who's never been here?
I would describe Enterprise as a charming small town that has all of the positive qualities associated with a small southern town, and with an added bonus of being a diverse place to live, because we have so many people who live here, who come and go to different parts of the country and the world, that it has an element that most small towns don't have.
Enterprise is a community. It's very small, and so it's very close-knit, and you tend to run into the same people at football games or baseball games or any of the community events, and people are nice. People tend to say hello, and people tend to care about your well-being. That's what's good about Enterprise, that it's a real community.
I truly feel sorry for anybody that lives 6 miles out of the great city of Enterprise, Alabama.
Okay, what do you remember about that day?
That morning, we got up a regular morning. It was sunny and quiet. Around about 12 o'clock, started getting kind of dark. Actually, around 1 o'clock. I was inside. My office is located in the back of the church, so I had no idea that it actually had turned dark. Everybody said that it got dark. I heard windows breaking and doors slamming, and so we just sit down on the floor. It all lasts a few seconds, and after that, when we got up, we looked, and we noticed nothing was damaged in the office right then, but then when we walked outside, we noticed houses were down, trees were down, and everything just was destroyed.
So I'm waiting and waiting, listening to the radio, and then all of a sudden, you know, I heard on the radio they said, you know, an unconfirmed hit at the high school or something like that, and I didn't know if I heard it right, and I was like, what? And they said, it's not confirmed yet, but you know, we were thinking that the tornado hit the high school. So my first reaction was to find out. So I was trying to call a friend of mine whose husband was a firefighter, and I couldn't get through to her, so I called my husband at work, and I said, did you hear anything? And he said, yeah, and he said that the tornado hit the school. So my immediate reaction was just leave. So I grabbed my stuff, and I just walked down. I don't even remember if they kind of knew, but I just jumped in my car, and I must have drove like 90 miles an hour up the road. And the whole time I'm trying to get in contact with my husband, because I was trying to find out where did it hit the school, what part of it. So he called me back, and he said Hall 3 was missing.
My name is Blake Kelly. I'm a paramedic with Enterprise Rescue. We were expecting severe weather, but nothing on the magnitude of what we received. There had been warnings all day that severe weather was possible, and we received numerous tornado warnings and watches throughout the day, but nothing prepared us for what actually occurred.
What kind of damage was done to the campus?
Devastation is the only word I can use. We had some Desert Storm veterans to tell us that they had seen things of that nature in Iraq. I mean, just as far as the obliteration.
We got in the car and drove over to the side of town where it hit, which was where my brother-in-law was renting an apartment, to check on the lady that he rents from and him. And we saw the devastation on that side of town. And I knew that we had to do something. And I had a lot of nervous energy and needed a way to vent it. And so we went and set up shop over on the other side of town. I knew that some of the areas that were hit would be taken care of. They were just givens that they've always been taken care of and would be. And I felt like the most need was on that side of town. So we started with 100 chicken tenders, 3 loaves of bread, peanut butter jelly, and 8 Little Caesars pizzas.